Hi, I'm Cash, and welcome to Cash Talks Football. Well, I break down Premier goals of every goal scored for every team, using my over 20 plus years coaching experience to give you some insight, hopefully make you a better player or a better coach, depending on what you're trying to look for, or maybe you just want to be smarter down the pub. But if you like what you hear, give us a like and subscribe to the channel. I'm trying to get up to 1,000 subs, and let's get into it. We're doing Villa against Crystal Palace. Right now, this is another thing I've seen this happen a couple of times in the Premier League, where players have so much time on the ball to pick out a worldy pass, and they just don't think anything's going to come of it. There's no pressure on the ball whatsoever. In it goes in behind Bosch, because everyone's trying to play a high line and do some, pressing, because they don't really understand what they're doing. And what they've suddenly realised is if bad teams are doing that, you can just plop the ball over the top, and if your striker's a little bit decent, he'll have a touch and smack it in the net box. And that's exactly what happens here. Quality touch, sets himself up and just rolls it into the goal. Nothing they can do. The only thing there's a couple of things they could have done. They could have played a little bit deeper, and they didn't. If you're playing a high line, like they were playing a pretty high line, like this is them on the run, so they're at least up here. You have to have pressure on the ball if you're playing a high line. If you do not have pressure on the ball, you cannot play a high line, because they will take time and pick a pass and smack it in the net box, just like they did there. Let's get on to the next goal. Boom! In true fashion, as you can tell, I never watched these things in advance. He was offside by a little fraction here, actually, but I don't think he was, but there we go. But nonetheless, everything I said still stands the same. Look how high that line is when he's dropping that ball in. Sorry, young man. Quality finish. I think you're onside, but let's get on to the next goal. This is a bit of a foot race. Nothing important's going on. The ball just goes and the keeper falls over. Got to laugh. Sometimes when you're this misfortunate, you just laugh with it. You've got to. Because if you take it seriously and you get so upset about that, you're going to give yourself an aneurysm. That's funny. You fell over and the guy just gets the easiest goal he's ever scored in his entire life. Because, that happened. Yeah, you got to laugh at it. Like, you have to, because otherwise you'll just go insane. But there we go. There's not much you can talk about that, except for the keeper can't stand on his own 2 feet. But there we go. Let's get on to the next goal. Here we go again. Ball goes out wide. No pressure on the ball. He's jogging there, not getting there close enough, not getting there quick enough. Slowly. Look, he's trying to stop the pass going down the line, not trying to stop a cross coming in. He has no idea what he's doing. Didn't put any pressure on. Now this guy had all the time in the world to put in a decent pass. And again, his strikers, his forwards, don't let him down. Quality touch, quality strike. Have some of that. That's a great goal he scored then. Again, there's no pressure on the ball. The defender thinks he's going to go down the line and play whatever he was taught in training. And the other guy's just gone, nope, I'm just going to put it in the box where you're not even paying attention. There you go. Deal with that. Terrible defending. Good. Well done on the strike, though. Quality strike. A bit more VAR. And we're not going to do the penalty. We're going to do the incident that makes the penalty. And as we come down, let's have a little look, because I think it's not a penalty. Goes down. He hasn't touched the player. He hasn't touched the ball. Touches the ball. Catches the player, kind of. But I think, honestly, it's a good tackle. But there we go. And then, of course, he scores the penalty. You've got to question yourself sometimes. It's like, if he can't get away with that, he's got no chance of... that's a great tackle in my book. He's got no chance there. But that's a penalty, apparently, nowadays. And there we go. Another goal. I do appreciate this goal. This is just sheer pace and power. This is what happens when you have quality forwards that can run with the ball and put the ball in the right places. Just runs. He just runs. Ball's been put out there. Go get that, son. Okay, mate, I will. Defenders are just... They can't do anything. They've been beaten by that pass just by the halfway line. So it doesn't matter what kind of shape or anything the defenders are in. The only thing that they can do is hope that they're as fast as the striker. And if they're not, they're done. And they're not. So they're done. Look at him. He's trying his hardest. Bless him. Bless him. He's taken a touch. He's spotted his mates on the back post. Bosch puts it across. Nice and easy. This guy's mad as hell. He wants it. Look, why didn't you give it to me? Because he saw him there all the time in the world, takes a touch and puts it away, making it 3-1. Yeah, when you're in that sort of situation, there's not much you can do. It just comes down to the physical prowess. Of course, if you're close enough, you can stop your run, block his run, do something. But none of them were, and they couldn't be, really. So there we go. Not much to really talk about. Some good goals, some good finishes. And in my opinion, some bad VAR decisions. But I'll see you next time.